Welcome to Bakkie Wars, our annual test of strength, competence, and character in the country's most loved segment. But this year, the challenge demanded something different, something wilder, something more dramatic, something beautiful, and something untamed. Six contenders battled it out against the backdrop of kings and legends. The kingdom of Eswatini is a place of dramatic beauty. Rolling mountains, sinews of gravel roads, and deep, spectacular forests. It's a place that you don't just visit, it's a place you feel. Where nature is gorgeous yet untouched, where the wild beauty doesn't care about badges or parts warranties, only about the heart, to climb to the top of the highest peak and experience the beauty when you get there. There, in this beautiful and untamed land, Bakkie Wars 2025 began. And so, on one side of the table sat the small blinds, the Foton Tunland G7, LDV's T60 Max, and the Peugeot Landtrek. Bucky's betting on value, pragmatism, and affordability. On the other side, the big guns, the Ford Ranger Raptor, the Jeep Gladiator, and the BYD Shark 6, premium machines betting on power, presence, and swagger. We'll start with the Foton Tunland G7 4x4, the car with the smallest price tag here. It was one of the biggest surprises, swinging way above its weight. A willing 120 kilowatt and 380 Newton meter engine, a surprisingly good ZF 8-speed gearbox, and a spirit that fought hard across all of the terrain. Sometimes, with a little more drama than the rest, but it persevered and actually made most of the challenges. It's loaded with tech as well, the Apple CarPlay issues sorted, and with actual buttons and switches for most of the important functions, the Tunland won us over. It's not perfect, but it's simply impossible to ignore at that price. The Tunland would eventually be labeled the ambitious underdog with more bite than bark. The Peugeot Landtrek returned, now a little sharper and a little smarter, with a revised grille sporting a strong French flair, though it's now wrapped in some Chinese manufacturing. It's a familiar setup though, with its 1.9-litre turbo diesel that makes 110 kilowatts and 350 Newton meters. Its on-road comfort, quite impressive. Its fuel economy, even more so. So if you're searching for something easier on the pocket, the Landtrek ticks the boxes. On gravel though, it's playful and perhaps a bit too light in the tail. Where it struggled before and where it still does is in its ground clearance and its overall 4x4 composure, which kept it from climbing higher up most of the obstacles and actually kept it from climbing in the overall standings at Bakkie Wars. Add the pricing, which sits higher than we think it should, and it's a really tough hand to win with, despite its reasonable frugality. The LDV T60 Max shows up with numbers that demand respect. A 2-litre bi-turbo diesel producing 160 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters. It's the strongest diesel output at the table. It feels robust and eager and surprisingly capable off-road, with strong low-range performance and stability on gravel, even made easier with push-button technology to get there. You can feel the potential of a genuinely good Bucky here, but at nearly 790,000 Rand, the interior quality and the refinement just don't match the price or its quite strong design. Its mechanical strength, really impressive. Its polish and premium feel, not quite there. It's a Bucky with potential, but it's playing in a very, very tough league. And now onto the big guns. The Ford Ranger Raptor entered this game like a king who already knew the ending. Under the bonnet, its 3-litre twin-turbo V6 that pushes out 292 kilowatts and 583 Newton meters is only complemented by that sublime Fox racing suspension. In Eswatini, it simply refused to be intimidated. Rock gardens, fast gravel, deep ruts, river crossings, the Raptor made them all feel like child's play. It's the most rounded Bucky here. It's powerful, unbelievably composed, and still comfortable enough and beautifully refined for long stretches of tar. Its weakness? Elephant in the room, fuel consumption. It's the price you pay for this level of fun and competence. But in every other department that counts, the Raptor is simply a masterclass. Next up, the Jeep Gladiator arrived loud and proud and born for this untamed land. Its 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6 may only produce 209 kilowatts and 347 newtons, but its off-road hardware is where this car lands knockout blows. Front and rear diff locks, low range, heavy-duty axles, sway bars that disconnect. This car can do almost anything. In Eswatini's forests and cliff trails, few vehicles here, let alone anywhere, could match its mechanical grit. It's the most capable off-roader here by a country mile, but its weakness is quite clear. It's thirsty, it's noisy, and it's not the most refined on-road with what is actually quite an old powertrain. But still, if the journey turns into an expedition, well, you'll want the Gladiator leading the way. And then came the shock to our system, the BYD Shark 6, a plug-in hybrid Bucky with a 1.5-liter petrol engine and 2 electric motors delivering a colossal 321 kilowatts and 650 newton meters. When charged, it's a hulking missile, instant torque and silent acceleration. And inside, it feels more luxury EV than workhorse, with a huge rotating touchscreen, a refined cabin, crisp graphics, and a brilliant ride quality. Off-road, the electric torque gives it surprising control and capability, though it quite is a mind shift to trust the system. Its drawback, full power only comes with a charged battery. Once you're low, the performance drops noticeably. Its interior feels futuristic and it's very beautifully built. Its innovation and ambition is undeniable. The BYD didn't just come to play, it came to win. And quite honestly, it very nearly did win, claiming second place in this hotly contested game. And with that, we must mention the other runner-up, the Foton Tunland G7 that shocked us all. Its value, ability and attitude was the perfect combination for a vehicle option in a tough economy. It's a well-deserved podium for a car that we certainly didn't expect to come with such value for money. Well done, Foton. And of course, here you want to know, that winning hand? Yep, the king went all in and won again. The Ford Ranger Raptor was and still is the Bakkie Wars champion. 2025 this time, not because it's the fastest or the newest, it isn't any of those actually, but because it does everything, absolutely everything, brilliantly. A Bucky with strength, soul and swagger. It's a king among kings. And finally to Eswatini, a kingdom of emerald hills and red dust roads and golden sunsets. A land that challenged our machines, yes, but it's a land that welcomed our team. To the Swati people, thank you for your warmth, your kindness, your generosity and your pride. Thank you for every climb, every river, every dawn and every smile. Until next time, ngiyabonga kakhulu.